Hello, everybody. I'm AT Storm Track meteorologist Austin Haskins. We've had some really comfortable and pleasant weather around for the last several days, but unfortunately, that came with another round of air quality alerts, and we still have some of those issues to even start this week. But we will eventually see some improvement. I'll explain that here in just a second. But we will be seeing the humid, more summer-like weather returning starting on Wednesday this week. And along with that, we will see some rain chances returning as well. That'll mostly be once we start to see the humid weather and those warmer temperatures return. That'll be later this week. We'll talk about that as well. So we still have an air quality alert in place for all of Wisconsin until noon today for the counties there in orange. So it's an orange level alert, so it's the unhealthy for sensitive groups. It may get to the unhealthy for all category, which is the red territory in some locations, but a lot of that has been confined to the eastern part of the state this morning. We still have the unhealthy for sensitive groups area across the eastern and southern parts of the area, but most of western Wisconsin so far to start our Monday has been in that moderate category, which is good. However, we may see the air quality levels worsen a little bit today. As we get a south to southeast wind take over, we may see another kind of round of that wildfire smoke reach the surface. You can kind of see it gets a little bit thicker as we get towards that early to mid-afternoon time frame and into this evening. So again, we may see air quality levels worsen, which may lead to the DNR extending that air quality alert perhaps another day or so. That's what they've been doing the last couple of days. But look what happens as we get into tomorrow. We should actually see a major improvement in that near surface smoke as that southerly wind ramps up enough to kind of push it all up to the north. And likely we'll see it kind of stay up to the north here for the rest of the week as that southerly wind is going to stick around. But it will also return that humid and warm weather to the area as well, which we'll talk about here coming up. Future track's not going to show a whole lot here the next couple of days. We'll have a mostly to partly cloudy sky for today. Maybe a sprinkle or two to the northwest, but a lot of us will stay dry as those dew points will stay in the 50s again today. Partly cloudy tonight. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny tomorrow. There's a 10% chance of maybe a pop-up shower or two in the afternoon, but again, the coverage is going to be very isolated in nature at best. And then as we get into Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, still quiet. We'll have a few more clouds around from time to time. But with dew points coming up into the 60s on Wednesday, we will actually see a slight uptick in the number of those pop-up showers and storms in the afternoon and evening hours with the heating of the day. So something to kind of monitor as we get towards the middle to end of the week. And that's really the extent of our rain chances too, is just kind of the isolated pop-up variety from Wednesday through the weekend, though we do see a slight increase Saturday night as a cold front does look to come through the area. But we'll worry about those chances once we get a little bit closer to the weekend. Now, the good news, too, is we're not expecting any severe storms the next 3 days. No storms today. Tomorrow and Wednesday, the blue area just means non-severe thunderstorms are possible. And that's because we could see, again, a pop-up shower or storm around. But again, severe storms are not expected for at least the next couple of days. It will remain to be seen, though, what happens Thursday through Saturday and into Sunday. We could maybe see a few stronger storms return, but again, we'll worry about that once we get towards that time frame. But as we get towards the end of the week, you can see those dew points coming back up towards 70 once again. The next couple of days will be in that, I would say, 55 to 60 degree range. Tomorrow might be a degree or two higher than today, but we're in the mid 60s Wednesday, and then we're closer to 70 Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even into Sunday as well. And the reason for that is because our heat dome that was over the southern and central parts of the U.S. last week has now retrograded back to the west, but will eventually kind of come back a little bit to the north and east here towards the middle to end of the week. So that will bring in some of those warmer and more humid conditions. But we're going to see a dip in the jet stream here as we get towards the weekend. Now, I don't think that's going to really cool us down, but that is going to bring a chance for some showers and storms to return to the area, at least in some fashion. So we'll monitor those trends as we get a little bit closer in time. Your hometown forecast today has highs in the upper 70s and lower 80s, which is near to just a couple degrees below seasonal levels for early August. For tonight, lows will be right about where we should be at for this time of the year in the mid 50s to around 60. Highs tomorrow back into the lower to middle 80s, upper 70s in Medford, and then we'll be mostly low to mid 80s on Wednesday with, again, a pop-up shower or storm in the afternoon. Up to 88 on Thursday, 91 on Friday, and with those dew points up around 70, that could push the heat index at times Thursday through Saturday as high as about the mid 90s.